Hey friend, thanks for finding my channel. So, do you have excess oil on your face? Are you self-conscious about it? Does it drive you crazy? Do you feel like you're shiny all the time and everybody's looking at it? Well, if this describes you and you have this problem, then pull up a seat and I am going to solve these issues for you. I'm going to share with you my tips and tricks. I also have some recommendations, and you can find my this week's freebie on rachelwilliams.us/71. That will take you over to my blog and this week's freebie, which is dealing with oily skin and some tips for that. But let's dig in. So, if we haven't met before, my name is Rachel Williams, and I am passionate about helping busy women find skincare and beauty routines that get them out the door on time and make them feel fabulous. So, I believe that these things can happen quickly. They don't need to be a million steps because we're all busy and we don't have time for a million steps. Am I right? So, let's dig into excess oil. And I've got, some causes, I've got some treatments, I've got all of the things for you. I have notes, I've done some research, and I'm excited to share it with you. So, some of the causes for oily skin or excess oil, some of those causes and symptoms include shiny, greasy appearance, large pores, or obvious pores all over your skin. Your skin might look thick or rough, occasional or persistent pimples, clogged pores, blackheads, all of those fun things that we really would rather avoid, right? So some of the things that we can do about this is make sure that we are cleansing regularly. So you're going to want to use a gentle cleanser. Using blotting papers they're one of my favorites. They're awesome. They will absorb the oil, but they're not going to move your makeup. So it's a great product. And then using facial masks. So clay or charcoal masks are really good for absorbing and detoxifying that excess oil. Again, I have a free resource for you. So you can grab that over at rachelwilliams.us/71. It's going to take you over to the blog. It's a really quick guide download that you can find. That's 10 tips for oily skin. Super helpful stuff that I've found. And I'll put that in the show notes as well. So another thing that you can do, try to reduce stress. I know it's easier said than done, but man, oh man alive, we have a lot of stress right now, don't we? So some things that can help with that are yoga, meditation. Try to avoid nicotine or alcohol. Make sure you're getting enough sleep and exercise regularly, and make sure you're staying hydrated. So you hear me say this all the time, but it's so important. Our cells are made up of 70% water. We need to make sure we're getting enough water and hydration every day. When you're using your makeup, make sure you're using mineral and setting powders. So mineral powders are going to not clog up your skin, but they're also going to help with that excess oil and that shininess. It's going to help you keep your matte appearance. Oil-free and water-based mineral products, not going to clog up the pores. Make sure you're using setting powders that do not have a talc in them. So the ones without talc are the ones that are going to help you absorb that extra oil. Use a sonic cleansing brush. It provides a deeper level of cleansing and exfoliating at the same time, and it can help reduce the excess sebum that you have. And then use products that contain retinol. So not only will it help us stay looking young, but it's also going to help us with our excessive oil because it helps with that cell turnover rate. It helps to detoxify and draw that stuff out, which is going to help with the excess oil. So they're going to make you a little bit sensitive to the sun. So make sure you're not using those during the day. Make sure you're only using it at night before you go to bed. So some of my product recommendations for you, and again, you can find all of the details over at rachelwilliams.us/71. But beauty bloggers, charcoal mask, clinical solutions. I feel like I talk about it all the time, but it's an amazing retinol product. And then a translucent loose powder are some of my recommendations for you this week. So go on over to the blog. You can find the link down here in the show notes. Check it out, grab your free guide, and let me know what you think. Share me with your friends if you think this will be helpful for somebody else. And until next week, have a great week.